All right. TGIF America. Thank God it is Friday. Payday for most of America. And some of you is just, no more work for the rest of the weekend. We're back with another show, another episode of Political Pulse Live, joined tonight with my co-host Lynn Sue and Bill Reicheter. Say hi. If you've been liking the recent content, which it has been some really awesome stuff, please remember to subscribe. Like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube, and if you are on Twitter, it is Political Pulse 2. And again, on Facebook and on YouTube, it is at Political Pulse Live. So tonight we're going to continue with our recent series of special guests. Tonight we have a heavy hitter in the Florida GOP because he's not just a local guy, he's a state guy. He's somebody who's been the chairman for the West Palm Beach GOP for the last 8 years. And he's the reason for their recent success and for their future success, as well as, again, ringing bells all across the state. So tonight, it is our pleasure to introduce Michael Barnett. Let's go ahead and bring him on. Light hand claps. And he's got a great smile too, man.
We should have like a cheering, audio.
We got to put that in the budget next to the jet.
Yes, nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Hi, Michael. Hi. Welcome.
Pardon, my girlfriend's cat in the background likes.
That's okay.
A little bit of camera time.
Oh.
trying to get some face recognition.
Tail recognition.
So, Michael, I'm honored to have you on the show tonight because, as I've told you several times, probably, I keep saying it all the time, but I attribute my success in Palm Beach and winning the race because of you, and with the team that you put with me, with Jody and Matt and everybody, going to the meetings and them helping me with the whole organization of my political run, and I just thought it would be very interesting to bring you on because you're the success story to the Broward part where was not a success story to me, and I believe the formula that you have, the way you run your REC and everything is just incredible. So I wanted to bring you on and just talk to you about that, talk about the successes that you've seen and what we're going to look for in the future from Palm Beach, because I'm excited to run again with you at the chair.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, everyone. You're very kind to say that, Bill, and I'm really glad to be on the show with you. We were very victorious in Palm Beach County, countywide, with our statewide candidates receiving more than 50% of the vote of the Palm Beach County turnout, which has never happened before. And I'm very pleased to see that some of our local candidates were able to win their races. I was very sad to see that you didn't win your race, but very pleased to see the result of our hardworking committee members in the south part of the county. Jody Schwartz, you mentioned, Perry Rice, and so many others in Boca Raton on the Republican Executive Committee who grinded it out, worked so hard, and mobilized based on the regional director program we instituted about a year ago in order to help focus our committee members and our volunteers on the local races, on the state Senate races, the congressional races, the state house races, and Palm Beach County's portion of your district went Republican. The same thing for Joe Budd in his congressional race, and District 23 went Republican.
Right.
We won the state house Republican seat. We won the Republican to the county commission in the South County in Boca Raton. We did very well thanks to our hardworking volunteers. And let me just also say, Bill, you were one of the hardest working candidates we had the pleasure of working with. I remember meeting with you and I believe Matt Wirgau at one point early on when you decided to run. I'm just sorry we weren't able to get more support for you, but it's a race that I think you should have won had you had the proper resources from the folks, I think, in Tallahassee.
Right.
But you can't take anything away from the grassroots led by our amazing regional director, Jody Schwartz, and her amazing team. I'm very blessed to be a chair of a county with so many stellar actors in our leadership. And the regional director program that we instituted across the county has helped us find a whole lot of superstars like Jody. We also have Regional Director Lynn Redmond in the western part of the county. She helped us win a Republican to County Commission District 6, Sarah Baxter.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
our folks in northern Palm Beach County as well, Pam Oschlegel, Linda Stock, Linda Gore, Janie Smith, Fred Tremolta, so many in the Jupiter area help us win Republican victories in the northern part of the county. We saw Republican turnout explode across the county in 2022. Thanks, I think, in great part due to the popularity of our governor and his amazing policies that have created the environment that allowed for people to move to Florida, Republicans bringing their values with them to our county. But you have to have a strong political machine that we have here in Palm Beach County with hardworking volunteers, grassroots activists, and amazing hardworking candidates who are, I kind of consider candidates to be like our clients. I'm a lawyer, so I kind of treat our candidates like clients in a certain regard. Good clients who want to win their cases should listen to their lawyers. Likewise, candidates listen to Matt Wergau, our Director of Candidate Recruitment, our board members, myself, our Vice Chair. We give the best experience and knowledge and advice we can. And a lot of times in a deep blue county, it doesn't go so well. But this time around, we were able to take advantage and push several of our candidates over the top to victory. And I think, Bill, if you run again, and we're going to work very hard to find a good seat for you to be successful and get you into public office eventually.
Yeah, I'm definitely running again. I'm looking for a 2-year seat right now to take me to the 4-year for the state Senate seat again.
Right.
But one thing that stuck out to me, and this is why I'm very excited to talk to you and have you on the show and brag about you, because after we met and you set me up with Matt and Jody, right? The way they brought the organizational chart to me, explained how I need to set my house in order to run and have layers of people underneath me that are doing specific jobs, right? And then the regional director part is great, because when I went to those meetings, those people are focused on us as local candidates.
Right.
That's very important. So what I didn't experience on the Broward side was any meeting of sort, right? It's to show me how to set my house up. No help with how do you fundraise or what do you do. There was the regional meetings were okay. We have one at Wings Plus here, and that's a good group of people, but they were motivated basically for Rubio and DeSantis.
Now,
and
quick question is
second to that, which was not, conducive to us to win, because they only wanted to walk with a campaign sidekick. They wanted all the questions to be Rubio and DeSantis, and we didn't really get to put us forefront. And they didn't teach us how to be candidates. If it wasn't for you and your organization, I would have been lost.
So the original, so it's nothing like this. I'm guessing it's not like a municipal group of people that get together like the Coral Springs group or Boca, whatever. It's a regional setup. So how new is that regional setup, and how many regions are there? Because it sounds very similar to something that they do in Miami, and it sounds like it's working in West Palm Beach. It's just, again, like Bill is saying or implying, is that in Broward it's not there. That structure is not there. So how new is it? And again, how many regions are in West Palm Beach?
Well, we knew there was a red wave coming. We wanted to be in a good position to take advantage of it. And we have seen victories in the past happen when REC members are organized locally. That's what we decided to do this time. Mm-hmm. About a year ago, we instituted what's called the Regional Director Program. We divided the Republican Executive Committee membership, which is about 316 people, and we divided it into 7 regions, geographic regions of the entire county, along the same lines as the school board lines. This was originally a plan to mobilize committee members to support local school board candidates for the school board races, but it's something we kept in place as well for the November election. We have Jody Schwartz, who's the regional director for Region 5, which encompasses Boca Raton all the way west. And we have Region 1, which is all the way in the north in Jupiter. In the municipal elections in March this past year, Region 1 under Pam Walschlegel and Janie Smith, were able to mobilize the Republican Executive Committee members who live in Jupiter to achieve great victories in the municipal races, the Jupiter elections in March. We elected a mayor and 2 members of the city council, so that the entire council is now Republican red. Incidentally,
Wow.
former town councilor is one of my opponents. However, the entire current council membership is endorsing me. It speaks, I think, to how they feel about him and how they feel about our successes back in March through the new regional director program. We also had victories in region number, I think, 3, the Lantana and Boynton Beach corridor. We had municipal election victories due to the help of Regional Director Mary Ellen Manning and the folks in the Republican Executive Committee who live in that region to help get 2 Republicans elected to the councils in those respective cities. We decided this is working. We're organizing at a local level. As one person as chairman, I can't organize by myself the entire executive committee. We have to spread the responsibility to leaders across the county, and that's what we've done. Some leaders were able to do the job. Some felt that they were not able to do the job, so we replaced them. And we had people like Jody Schwartz and Lynn Redmond, Pam Walschlegel step up, and we saw great successes in Boca Raton, in Jupiter, in the western part of Palm Beach County, Royal Palm, Loxahatchee, Wellington. We elected a county commissioner. We decided that we have to devolve responsibility so that new leaders could rise up. I can't do it all by myself. And that's been my policy since I've been chairman, since I was elected. We have victories, but it's a shared victory through a team effort because no one person can do it all.
There's a sign of true leadership, right? When you're actually acknowledging your team members, so which is amazing. I think it's really great. Before I want to ask a question, I want to read to you a comment that Deborah Tamargo made on my page. I don't think that we are friends yet, at least not officially on Facebook. But Deborah, who was the former Florida Federated Republican Women's president, she said that what he has done right year after year, he increased Republican votation and turnout by engaging people throughout Palm Beach County. Michael formed relationships within areas no one had ventured to engage. Okay, that's going to be one question. Palm Beach REC would do well to keep him in strong, steady, and successful leadership. So let me get to the question. So first of all, when we were talking, in the backstage, I discovered that you had been 5 days shy of 8 years serving Palm Beach County.
That's right.
As the chair.
Yes.
Right, and every election is a 2-year term. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Wow.
Okay. So that means that like that whole 8 years was 4 elections. That's a lot. So, it's a lot of work to do to campaign. But I think since you're doing such a great job. So the comment that Deborah was saying that you had ventured into areas that nobody has ever done before, like Star Trek. What exactly did you do?
We're that kind of show, Michael.
I'm a Star Wars guy, actually.
Yeah,
No.
My man, may the force be with you.
Oh, so you're not on the Enterprise. All right. That's okay. He is a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, so what was it that you did? I mean, I think I'm hoping that this video could go viral at some point, or at least within the chairmans of all the RECs in different counties, so they can see what you've done and see if we can have the same kind of results that you did. So
certainly, absolutely. Well, I was elected in 2014 without opposition, re-elected in 2016, again without opposition. Then I had a challenger in 2018 and then again in 2020. So the honeymoon's kind of over. I'm used to having opposition. That's fine. I think it's very important that a leader who wants to continue leading be made to answer for his or her results and accomplishments and failings. I welcome challenges, and we have a couple of challengers this Wednesday. But what we did with regards to more inclusivity, I worked with Deborah Tamargo, very good friend of mine. I love Deb. We work on the state executive committee together when she was on the state executive committee as chair of the Hillsborough County Republican Party in minority engagement, statewide minority engagement, which in Palm Beach County we started back in 2014 when I was still vice chairman of the local party. We had been working with a gentleman named Kurt Sigmeister, representing the Rick Scott gubernatorial reelection back in May. The campaign was looking for a new strategy with regards to being more inclusive and reaching out to minorities. Sid Dinerstein, my chairman predecessor, and I continued working together. We reached out to the governor's people, Kurt Sigmeister, and we were able to convince Governor Scott to visit the Haitian community in West Palm Beach. The Haitian community, the pastoral leadership, the business leadership. We had developed inroads with them for a number of years, bringing Republicans to the Haitian community and bringing the Haitian people to the Republican Party, building friendships and connections. And we decided, come hell or high water, we need to get Governor Scott to visit the large Haitian Evangelical Crusade in August of 2014. And he did. He took a bold step and visited 1,200 Haitian Americans in Santa Lucis High School in Green Acres. I believe it is the first time a sitting governor had ever shown that kind of respect by bringing himself, his presence to the Haitian people. And this gained the attention of even Democrats and several in the Hispanic community, in the Haitian community. Lots of media took notice of this. And from that point out, you couldn't keep Governor Scott and his people out of Black and Haitian and Caribbean churches throughout the campaign. That carried over to his election for Senate in 2018. This was right after Hurricane Maria struck Puerto Rico, and we received an influx of refugees. Fellow Americans from Puerto Rico came to Florida. There were a lot of people in the party thinking, how are these people going to vote? They're Americans. They can register to vote here in Florida. The Republican Party, myself, and Rick Scott weren't worried because we decided we were going to campaign to the Puerto Rican people in Florida the same way we campaigned to everybody. Everybody needs our conservative values. We took it to them. We grinded it out on the ground. And Rick Scott, developing and redeveloping the skills of minority outreach and engagement with all people of all stripes and backgrounds. He won, I think, maybe half the voters. Maybe, I'm not sure exactly what, but it was a huge number of Hispanic votes that he won, particularly in the Haitian community and the community in Osceola, all throughout the I-4 corridor. We went from wondering if we were going to lose the 2018 election to Rick Scott winning by the skin of his teeth because he took the bold step of campaigning to Puerto Ricans and Hispanics and Haitians. And that's something that the Republican Party in Florida and in Palm Beach County have been doing ever since. And you see this past election, how laying the groundwork over years and years has developed into a huge turnout of Hispanics for President Trump in 2020. And in this election, Ron DeSantis won the Hispanic vote by 58%. I could never even have dreamed of such numbers when I first started 8 years ago. But that's reality because Republicans don't take advantage. And we don't write off any group of voters. We take our message to the Hispanic community. We opened up a campaign office in Green Acres for the first time ever. WPTV, our local NBC affiliate, has called Green Acres the heart of the Hispanic community. So that's where we wanted to plant our Republican flag. We have a board member on the Palm Beach County GOP. Her name is Lydia Maldonado. She's a member of the Republican Hispanic National Assembly, statewide leader in the Hispanic Republican movement. She led our outreach in Palm Beach County. We were not going to let Miami-Dade County outshine us when it comes to engagement with Hispanic. Not this time, maybe 2 years ago, 4 years ago, and 6 years ago, but we have a large number of Hispanic voters who believe in the Republican cause, who believe in Governor DeSantis and came out and voted for him and supported him and pushed him over the top, gave him a majority Republican turnout in Palm Beach County. We are no longer a blue county. We are now a red county. And Governor DeSantis and our grassroots turned Republican, Palm Beach County Republican red. That's what we did. And, Deborah Tamargo,
That's really,
we served on this.
no, I think that's really amazing. Mm-hmm.
And we've been talking with other counties around the state and getting ideas from them, how they do it. And we share our ideas and what works for us. And we're seeing a boost in Hispanic and minority turnout for Republicans statewide and county offices all over the state. And it's something I don't think is going to reverse. I think it's permanent. I think the Democrats in Florida are going to be a permanent minority party.
No, exactly. I believe that like a lot of Asians also share the same values. I mean, especially because a lot of Asians are entrepreneurs. So, autonomy is a big thing, right? We really don't want to have big government. I'm wondering, are you reaching out to the Asian community?
Well, I know that Florida Republican Party of Florida is in Palm Beach County. We have focusing on the Haitian and Hispanic communities. They are the largest.
Don't you have also a big Jewish community as well, though? Yeah, I know that the RNC like opened up a community center up in Boca, right?
We operated our county operations in Boca Raton out of that Jewish outreach center in Boca Raton.
Yeah. They have a Hispanic center down in Doral. I mean, like somewhere in Doral. I don't know exactly the street, but I know that I've been there a couple times. Mm-hmm. I think those are very effective.
The Jewish vote turned out, I'm not sure what it was in Palm Beach County, but must have been significantly higher than in previous years. But statewide, I believe it was 45% for the Republican candidate, which is also historic. We worked with the folks from the RNC and the RJC, who we have friends of them. The Barbara Feingold. She's on the board of trustees at FAU. She's the statewide leader of the Republican Jewish Coalition. Very good friend of mine. We work very closely together, and it was a result of their efforts.
Jexit is also very big up in Palm Beach, right?
Jexit, absolutely. By the way, Siggy Flicker, the national spokeswoman for Jexit, just recently endorsed me for re-election. So thank you, Siggy, very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ziggy, because we're also rooting for Michael as well.
Okay. Yeah, and this is just a testament to your leadership, right? Because if you didn't institute all these things and get involved in the community and make the community an important part of the campaigning, this wouldn't happen. And this is, I mean, I hate to pick on Broward so much, but but
don't hate it
that's not happening down there. It's a silo. They live in a silo, and that if they don't change that, and Jenna Haig and her new crew I think are going to do great things in Broward. But Michael, we're out of time. I just wanted to say to you, I mean,
I wanted to ask the chairman if he would be willing to extend this for another 5 minutes.
Absolutely, of course. I didn't realize how much time.
I do have a question.
That's how good this show's going, Mike. We're just going to roll out the red carpet for you.
I know. I mean, since we already have him, right? Another 5 minutes is not going to.
Asians, when they start talking, they can't stop, Michael.
The good thing is, we're on a roll where the last two candidates that came on before the election won. So,
all right.
Yeah, Kevin Cooper won his vice chair seat, right? And
we're three now. We had two special.
We are?
Yeah, we had the mayor and
we had Larissa. Yeah,
and then Larissa, we had the commissioner in Doral. No, not Doral. Was it
North Miami Beach?
North Miami Beach. There you go.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Cooper. I didn't even know about that.
So I wanted to ask you.
We're on the three.
I think in the last 5 minutes, I'm taking the liberty to do this, but I believe that, since I know you're a very strong leader, you have taken, Palm Beach to new heights. I don't think it's seen these days, like in the past, I don't know, decades, right?
They never had it this good.
So what I wanted to, they never had it this good, basically. So, I hope that I'm pretty sure that you're still going strong. What I want to know is what do you see that if you could do it over, you would have done something else? And moving forward, whatever you're doing right now, you're going to continue, I assume, and you are going to add on to that. What would those things be?
Well, I would I would like to have seen all of our candidates, the local candidates, receive more support from the state party and the county party. We are able to raise a lot of money. President Trump has graciously opened up Mar-a-Lago for our fundraisers, our Lincoln Day dinners. I think we raise more money than any REC in the state, and distribute more money to candidates than any REC in the state. I would like to have seen some of our other candidates who didn't have as good of a chance to get more support financially. But as I told a consultant who works for a few candidates, state house candidates, they may have a better track record at winning than we do, but they have the luxury of picking and choosing which candidates they want to support. And it's usually the winning candidates, so the ones who have the best chance of winning. The local parties, the Palm Beach County GOP, we're tasked with supporting as many candidates as we're able to, without regard to their chances of winning, although we do so strategically to try to support those who have the very best chances of winning. I would like to have seen more support from the Florida House Campaign Committee for our local state House candidates, in particular Solis Banyones, Dorcas Hernandez, Keith Feit, Daniel Zapata, Roz Stevens. A number of them had really good chances of winning and came within, I believe, 1%. If they had gotten the same kind of support that others had received as far as television and money, financial support, they would have been pushed over the limit. We saw the red wave coming. We knew it was coming. We wanted to take advantage of it. The folks in Tallahassee now understand some of these seats were winnable. And I think they'll be a little bit more supportive in 2 years. But we have a great team, our leadership, our board, our executive committee members. Like I said, I lean on them. I rely on them. This is not a one-man effort. I don't want anybody to think that it's all Michael Barnett alone. We have great victories because I have great people supporting me and working with me.
Amen.
Amen.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's great. And what is going to be your key performance indicator for your next term?
Voter registration is going to be our focus. When you register more Republicans, as we've seen in the last election, more Republicans turn out to vote. And since 2018, we registered almost 25,000 voters, Republicans, and just in Palm Beach County. That's 3 times the average per county in Florida. We carried our weight times 3 and then some. So that's what we're going to do. Register as many Republicans as we can in the next cycle. That's why we're able to push 3 more of our local candidates over the top. We're going to focus particularly on areas where we did the best, North County and South County. We don't want to give away too much information on our strategy. The idea is to keep the Democrats guessing.
Well, we don't want the Democrats to hear exactly.
We want to fight
the
Democrats.
Any of the REC members. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, we want to fight the Democrats in every corner of the county and keep them guessing as to where we're going to focus our attention. But we want to win incrementally. That's how it happens. We added to our list of incumbents by 3 county commissioners and 1 state house. I had a reporter from the Palm Beach Post last week call me and ask me, when's the last time we've had 3 Republicans on the county commission? And I told him, I honestly don't know. I have no idea. That's something, this is new territory. And based on rumors I'm hearing about a possible opening on the county commission, we could very easily be seeing a Republican majority on the Palm Beach County Commission for the first time that I've ever heard of, which is also going to be a new ground, historic. But we want to hopefully win a few more elected local races in 2024. We came very close in 2 of the Port of Palm Beach races. We don't focus just on the legislative. We focus on county and port. All these local political partisan races are important. It's important to run a Republican candidate in every single one of them. And we've done that for the last 2 election cycles. I know our county had problems finding candidates to run in every race. We haven't. We've worked very hard at it. And we've developed a farm team of great candidates, experienced candidates, who may not have made it the first or second try, but we'll do our very best to push them over the top on their 3rd try in 2024. And we can do it. We've proven we can win in these local races.
Yes, absolutely. I think so too. I think it's just a matter of the voters are not aware and they're not voting. and also like we're not supporting our candidates in the ways that they can be supported. And it sounds like you have both, like you're reaching out to the community, you're also uh, using teamwork to support the candidates by reaching out to, going out with them and supporting them like you did with
Right.
Bill. And finally, I think the money part really seals the deal. So I really see like such a great future for Palm Beach. Like we definitely want to support you on that one. And
Thank
by
you.
tradition, Mo always closes us out. So I'm going to give him the last 30 seconds here.
Well, I just want to say this: if I ever run again, I'm going to make sure it's I move to Palm Beach or have some support from the REC in the Palm Beach, because it sounds like not only do they have the formula, they're gonna add more fuel to the fire, and I look forward to seeing more success come out of that county, as well
Right.
as I do wish you continued success on your election. I've seen you for the last however many years, and you've been there for 8 years. I expect to see you there still, Michael. So it was a pleasure to have you on tonight.
The pleasure was all mine. Thank you.
Excellent. Hopefully, after you win, you'll be
Don't
able
go
to
anywhere yet. Hang out with us for a little bit.
Yeah, just a few more
Yeah.
minutes. So yeah, and then if you win, hopefully we'll have you back on the show again.
Anytime. Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so America, this was it was another pleasure to have tonight with us, Michael Barnett. Again, if you like the content, if you like the information, don't forget to like and subscribe us. Like and subscribe on YouTube. It is at Political Pulse Live. On Facebook at Political Pulse Live, and on Twitter it is Political Pulse 2. So again, till we meet you for the next time for another exciting insight into local, state, and national politics. America, you have a great TGIF. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.